Enough was enough. I was sick of the book. It had killed my mother, and I refused to be trapped by its ominous prophecies any longer. I moved through the palace, my footsteps echoing in the grand corridors, my eyes fixed on the ornate doors leading to the great hall. Preoccupied with what lay beyond those doors, I flung them open, the heavy wood slamming shut behind me. The power of the sea. A magical blue orb that fueled Atlantis and granted the Fountain of Youth its healing properties, hovered atop a marble column, surrounded by 5 other elemental orbs, each marginally larger than a marble. They had remained unchanged for 12 years, their potent properties combined to defeat the ghost pirates when I was just a boy. But my focus wasn't on the orbs or the power of the sea. It was on the ancient tome that rested on its own pillar, the Mermaid Chronicles. The book held the history of the ocean shifters, as well as prophetic visions that entwined the fate of Atlantis with my family, and I hated it with every fiber of my being. Last night I'd heard Maya mention the pages were turning once more, which meant a new prophecy was forming. The book had remained still for years, ever since my mother's death, but now something was coming. As the Prince of Atlantis, there was no doubt it would involve me or a member of my family. I'd grown used to the ignorant bliss over the past few years, training with Ford, helping Uncle Dylan in his bar, spending time in my room with my books, ignoring my father. It wasn't really a state of bliss, to be fair, but at least I was left alone without a treacherous threat looming on the horizon. The abilities Ford had trained me in unused, untested, and I had no intention of allowing that to change. I stared at the book, its pages glowing ominously. Nope, I would not allow that book to change my life again. I walked around the glass case, flipped it open, and touched the ancient cover. 2 mermaids swimming around a depiction of the orbs. My heart raced as I flicked through the glowing pages, half expecting an alarm to sound and summon the palace guards. But there was silence, broken only by the rustle of ancient parchment beneath my fingertips. Although Maya, Atlantis' oracle and main interpreter of the ancient language used within the pages of the Mermaid Chronicles, had translated most of the book and loaded it onto the island's Wi-Fi, my knowledge of our world's history was limited to what I had learned in school, which I had left 3 years ago, jobless, directionless, but forced to fulfill my princely duties.